Hi! If you've caught the pickleball bug, you're not alone. It's fun, social, and a great way to stay active. The only downside is it can be a little sneaky about injuries. A quick pivot, a lunge for a ball, one more game than you planned, and suddenly your shoulder, knee, or Achilles tendon is filing the complaint. The upcoming talk is all about keeping you on the court and out of the clinic. We'll cover the most common pickleball injuries in adults over 60, why they happen, and the simple habits that make the biggest difference. Smart warm-ups, safer footwork, strength and balance basics, and how to know when to push through versus when to stop. My goal is that when you leave today with a few easy changes you can start using, you can play longer, feel better, and have more fun doing it. I hope to see you at the Oasis Center.
Hello, my name is Steve Dadoff. From 1791 up till today in 2026, just about every president has made significant and often controversial changes to the White House. I hope you'll join me at Oasis Rancho Bernardo on Tuesday, May 5th at 1 o'clock as we take a look at both the serious and sometimes humorous aspects of the history of the White House.
Hi, my name is Robert Gibbons. I look forward to seeing you on Friday, May 8th for an introduction to the teachings of Karl Marx. You may not have considered the following questions. What made Marx's version of socialism appealing? How did Marx turn the German philosopher Hegel upside down long after his death? How did Marxist revolutionaries in Russia and China adapt Marx's ideas?
The year 1776 is known as a pivotal year in our independence. The year 1941 is a well-known year because of the attack on Pearl Harbor. Other years, like 1968, witnessed a number of pivotal events. That year saw the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr., the assassination of Robert F. Kennedy, the massive upheaval going on in France, and the protests at the Democratic Convention in Chicago that were greeted by police violence. Come join me for talk number 1548 at 10 o'clock in the morning on May 8th at the Grossmont Learning Center to find out why 1912 had more in common with 1968 than with 1776. The year began with a scientific announcement that people thought were insane, but later turned out to be a fact. And it ended with a scientific announcement of a major find that people greeted with enthusiasm, but it turned out to be a fake.
Hi, everybody. Richard Lederer, your senior instructor at Oasis. I go back to 1997. Been doing a class pretty much every month, and coming up is Super-Duper Bloopers. Funny mistakes that students or in the courtroom or in church or whatever make. So full of a lot of humor. We can all use the laughs. And just for example, when I do the world according to student bloopers, I'll just for this important year of 1776, during the Renaissance, America began. Christopher Columbus was a great navigator who discovered America while cursing about the Atlantic on Anina, the Pinta Colada, and the Santa Fe. So just some examples of that. You'll get them in court all over the place, and we'll have a lot of fun. Hope to see you there.
Hello, May 5th, I'll be teaching at Oasis, 10 a.m., a class on Jews in rock and roll from the mid-50s to the 60s. Bob Dylan, Carole King, Lou Reed, many others. What was it about their background, Jewish culture, history, religion, that perhaps influenced their lyrics, their music that they compose? Come and see. We'll have a lot of fun. May 5th, 10 a.m., Oasis.
Hello, my friends. Chris here. The music of Hans Zimmer is Class 1382 on Friday, May 8th from 3 to 4 p.m. Hans Zimmer is a master composer of exciting, diverse orchestral music for film. He composes, he tours, and he brings musicians from all over the world into the musical celebration. You will love his ability to bring sonic complexity, heroic beauty, and sensitivity to your ears and your imagination. And YouTube links will follow after this class. Thank you.
Mommy, I lost my tooth.
How exciting, darling. We'll put it under your pillow for the tooth fairy to come.
Okay, I can do that.
Hi, I'm Tanya Lehman, the teacher for Improv Games, starting Tuesday, May 12th at 10 a.m. Improv is a mixture of charades, guessing games, and storytelling. You don't need any improv experience, just a willingness to have fun playing games with your classmate. See you Tuesday.
Yeah. That's an awful lot of tooth fairies.